Christ the Lord is risen today. Hallelujah. Happy Easter. And the good Lord said, Lynn, don't use this as an excuse to do your weekly tarot training with Jan. He didn't tell me that I needed makeup. He said, you do you. And then I wore my mother's purple large on me, which doesn't happen often, sweatshirt, because I'm going to be cooking. But does that stop the universe from speaking to us? Let's hope not. All right, let's get to it. We will do our weekly. I see Colin beat me to it. He's got nothing on us. He's got a lot on us, but you know. Okay. Birds are the theme of the day. I'll take pictures of my table later, because I did birds, my Easter. I have a couple themes. Okay. So here we go. I should have been ready. I want to be quick about this because I got a lot of cooking to do. In my dream house, I'll have a little room. I won't have to set up every time because I won't have the kitchen in the background. There's a way to blur that. Well, it's not a bad view. It's just a little messy. Okay. Here we go. What's entering this week? I'm looking at my cheat sheet over there. What's entering this week? What's leaving this week? What wants our attention? That was a good card. What wants our attention, and what our Mother Mary card, our guidance card. I'll always be Mother Mary, but I'm in a Mother Mary mode. Okay. We're doing that one with what's entering this week. What's leaving this week, what we can let go of, is how I'm looking at it. Okay, I have to go. What wants our attention? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, not obvious enough. What wants our attention, Jan? Okay. And then we do our Mother Mary guidance, but I'll do that at the very end. And see, maybe in my new place, maybe I'll look this way. Oh, I said I'd do that. Okay. What's entering this week? Oh, King of Pentacles. Can you see him? Okay, my intuitive, what's entering? Well, this is a good card. In my estimation, King of Pentacles. Pentacles is the material physical realm. So this would say something of major, a major resource is coming into our area this week. Now, it could be money. I've stopped thinking about money because, life isn't all about money. But Pentacles is material, mastery of resources, stability, and long-term success. So possibly something's going to come into our orbit this week that will either be like a sign of something we can do that stabilizes us going forward, or, well, I can't think of an or. So I'm going with that. Something is going to show up this week and say, this is a possibility for you, a major possibility to sustain you in the long run. Okay. What's leaving this week? Oh, upside down. The sun upside down. Well, oh. I'm going to guess that what's leaving is our doubts about, yes, that's what it's about, our doubts that we get everything we wish for. So the sun upside down is, oh, well, so right side up, it's joy, clarity, vitality, and success. Joy, clarity, vitality, and success. I mean, I love my windows, but it doesn't make, doesn't make for good lighting. Okay, so right side up, it's joy, but upside down, I'm still going with upside down means that we're letting go of, that we're not going to receive these things. I believe AI will say something different, but that's what I'm going with, because the sun, I mean, the upside down things, it's a quality that's present, but we doubt it. So this quality is present, but upside down is saying we doubt it. So leaving this week, I'm going to say we won't doubt it anymore. We are going to believe that we deserve and are getting the joy, clarity, vitality, and success. And that would kind of coincide with this if it's true and the universe isn't fucking with us. That something, you know, kind of major is going to present itself this week. We will overcome our doubts. Okay. What's the next one? What's the one? What needs our attention? What wants our attention? Page of Pentacles. Well, this kind of goes with the king, doesn't it? Now, a page is like a student, a student. So if this is telling us that something's coming this week that's of major consequence, life sustaining, it might be something new that we need to learn. So it's brought into our orbit, but perhaps it's a new thing that we need to learn. That's what's jumping out at me at this card. So it'll be presented, but then we have to learn about it. A practical new beginning or a skill to develop. For me, of course I would like a lottery winning, and then I would like to learn the skill to develop how to be a rich person. That would be the dream. But it's probably going to be that my notary paper gets approved, and then I just have to learn how to get business with it, how to get jiggy with it. All right, so that's it. And for you, maybe, I don't know. You'll have to see what comes up. Like, just keep in mind, if something comes up and you think, this could sustain me, you might have to learn about it. It might be something that comes into our orbit, but this is suggesting that then we have to learn about it. Again, wouldn't you love to learn how to be like a millionaire? I think you were before, but you could learn it again. Okay, let's see what our sacred goddess has to say to us. This might be the shortest one I've ever done, huh? That's because the gods are saying, you gotta get cooking. Better get cooking. What's our word for the day? I'm on my phone. But it's that word you sent me. All right, what sacred mother would like to speak to us? What would like to give us a very nice message for the week? I'm doing this one. Kate, I don't know. Why do they give us things we can't say? 19, Kuyen, ancestors and past lives. She's very mysterious, but she's drumming, and you know what? My mom was a drummer. Maybe it's a message from my mother, and I don't know about your mother, but my mother was a drummer. Okay, let's see. Let's see what our Kuyen ancestor says to us. Kuyen is the moon goddess of the Mapuche people of Chile and Argentina. She represents the 3 phases of the moon: Kuyen Ulcha, the new moon; Kuyen Nuke, the full moon. I know I'm destroying this. And Kuyen Kushe, the crone moon. Do you think we're in the crone stage? I don't think we're there yet. I don't think. I think we're still in the middle. Kuyen controls all the lakes, Lake Norman, and oceans of Earth. She is the wife of Antu, the sun god. He struck her once, so she stays out of his reach and will until she is healed. It's interesting. It's an interesting correlation with this. Maybe we have been hidden out of his reach until we are healed, and that's leaving this week, and this is going to turn around. They still love one another, so he never tires of his pursuit to win her back. They gifted one of their daughters to Earth and to man. She became the first woman and mother to all. I guess that's Eve. The shamans of the Mapuche are females called I apologize. Mapuche are females called Machi, M-A-C-H-I. They lead all ceremonies and rituals and are the doulas and healers for the tribe. Each Machi owns a ceremonial drum called a cauldron that she uses to call forth the spirits of the ancestors. I have one of those drums. It was my mother's. The drums are sacred and painted with the cardinal directions in red to represent the blood shed for the land, along with symbols of the moon, sun, and stars. Magical items are placed inside the drum as suggested by Kuyen. They can be crystals, teeth, and other sacred and secret items known only to the Magi. Kuyen's message. I'm embarrassed that I just can't say these. I have no linguistic skills. Know that you are supported by those who have come before you. There are hidden messages available for the asking. You are getting a lot of those recently. There are stories and vibrations held in your cellular memory which work for or against you in your current life. There are issues, habits, and thoughts hindering you on your life path. Some behaviors and belief systems passed down may no longer serve you or those who come after. It is time to break those ties and cut those etheric cords. Look for answers from your ancestors. Seek the knowledge of elders in your community. Would be us. Remember that when you stop evolving, your ancestors stop too. It is like a current either changing or stagnating. When you take steps to further your spiritual growth, your cellular memory and your ancestors will also move forward into spiritual enlightenment and evolution. That's pretty cool. So it's time to break some of those ties and cut the etheric cords that no longer serve us. I can think of many of those. I'm just going to throw this out there because I used to do some of this sort of exercises of cutting cords. So here's one. Let go of memories and resentments you may still be holding on to. This will help to advance your spiritual path and to transcend limitations. Forgiveness is something you do for yourself. It does not mean that a broken or toxic relationship needs to continue. In fact, for it to truly end, you must release that person and situation. All right. I think that's a nice message, and our ancestors, our lineage, our moms are telling us that possibly that we are holding on to some beliefs or some connections that don't benefit us. To no fault of our own, it's just the way it happens. I would think like when we're kids, when we're babies, we energetically latch on to some energy of our parents, and maybe we have to consciously cut that, and it attaches through the you know, through the dimensions. Anyway, it's something to try. What I have used is, because I used to do this with my kids, but I didn't want to cut anything, so I would clean them. So, because I was afraid, I don't want to cut any cords. You know, you don't want to like lose that connection. So I would envision cleaning them and polishing them so they're golden or bright white, so they're not stuffed with gunk. So that's just one suggestion. All right, this was a good reading. Once again, something significant could be coming. So we will let go of our doubts that we don't deserve joy, or it won't get to us somehow. And then we're going to learn whatever is presented. We're going to be like, hey, this is cool. Let's figure it out. And then our advice card might be saying that we've been stuck because we've been holding on to some unuseful, unnecessary tie that would no longer serve us. Probably never did. So we need to cut it. Cut it or clean it, however you want to do it. All right, Jan, that is our little message for the week, Easter week. I hope your meal is as good as mine. I hope you have a nice day. And I better get to it. There are eggs that need to be deviled. Love you, mean it, goodbye.